What is going on, you guys? Yes, I'm in a different setting, of course. This is Kim, in case you don't know, your new YouTube BFF, your sister in Christ. Okay? We're going to keep God first. Kimberly Ann, welcome to the Rose Garden. If you do not know who I am, I want to welcome you here. I want you to hit subscribe down below. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave me with a comment, the whole 9 yards. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about the second date that I have gone on. You guys know the last date I went on, I hadn't been on a date in like 7 years. It's been a long time. Even though in that 7 years, yes, I was married, all the above. However, my husband and I had not like really dated or interacted 2 years prior to separating and finally divorcing. Okay, so today I was asked by a really very interesting, like when I say I'm highly interested in this guy, he checks off several of, if not all, the boxes on my love list. And I'm actually recreating my love list. I'm making it shorter because I don't want to keep trying to figure out, okay, did he hit this? Did he hit that? I don't want to be hitting my love list, all the boxes in the first date. However, he touched on the shorter list that I made. Okay. He asked me first off to go on a coffee date. It has been my dream to be asked to go on a coffee date, and brother man did it. And he didn't take me to we did not meet at a Starbucks. He asked me to meet him at a little coffee house. Actually, that's the name of it, coffee house, over by Case Western Reserve. And I like telling you ladies where I go. So if you are in the Cleveland area, you have like ideas and places that are recommended from me that are good for a date. Okay, so like my solo date was at RH in Pinecrest, right? My first date in 7 years was at the Blue Star downtown. My coffee date today, which is definitely gonna be, he's definitely getting the second date because number one, he did pay for my tea. All I got was a tea. I didn't want any puff pastries or anything like that because I'm trying to lose just a few more pounds. So I'm trying to stay away from the carbs. Okay. I am currently over at the food pickup over on Carnegie. And what is this, 30th? No, 40th. Carnegie and 40th. Okay. But he asked me to meet him at a really cute coffee house, you guys. I'm talking about the whole house. You can sit anywhere in the house at a table and dine. He bought my tea. We talked. I'm talking about the conversation was the conversation that I've always looked for in people. Very nice intellectual conversation. He was working on his computer when I walked up. He had a book in front of him, like, you know, and he is foreign. He's from Austria. I do not discriminate. I like a man's man. I like a smart man. Okay. I like a man that know what he wants, a man with a plan. Gentleman, he did pull out my chair for me when I first arrived, and he opened the door as we were leaving. So that was my second date. I did promise myself that I will remain open to 3 dates a month, and we're not even halfway through April, and I've already hit 2. Okay. I'm also with you ladies. I'm trying to remain in my feminine energy, the whole 9 yards. So this was epic. I really loved the coffee date. It has always been my dream. It was my first coffee date because most men don't think, when they look at me, they're like, they don't think, okay, she'll enjoy coffee or tea, you know, whichever. They think, okay, I got to try and put her in a $200. The simple things for me is what I truly appreciate because I want to hear your mind. I want to hear your intellect. I don't want to hear your money. Okay. I don't need it. Technically, I don't. Now, do I want to be a stay-at-home wife and be able to take care of kids and cook all day, wash clothes, clean? Yes, I do. And create whatever I want to create. Of course I do. But there is also a part of me that's like, I love having my own. So even if I get with someone who gives me that option, I am still going to have my own. I'm still going to want to have I'm going to create some way to make money. Like, I have so many talents, it's not funny. Okay. So I'm going to always have a way to make money. But let me see. He was dressed well, y'all. He smelled amazing. I've hugged several men. One cologne that I love, and ladies, go smell it. It's Giorgio Armani Acquide. Love that. I wear it for myself. I'm sorry, it's not a cologne. I wear a perfume. That's the cologne that I just talked about. I love Valentino's Born in Roma. Okay, I wear that. That's my go-to. And I also went to the Sahur Fest for Ramadan, and I had 4 custom perfumes made. 4. Smells amazing. I need to smell good at all times, but that's either here or there. I am going to ask that gentleman what cologne he was wearing, because he smelled amazing. Truly, truly amazing. He smelled good. But I loved his conversation. It was the conversation for me. In my natal chart, it told me I have to have someone who can have an intellectual, deep conversation. That was the conversation we had at the coffee house was better than the 5-star restaurant date that I went on last Monday. This man that I had a date with today, I can honestly learn from him. He seems like the type of guy that has a lot of knowledge. And I am always in the energy to learn. I always want to learn from all of my environments, which is why I have so many talents, because I'm constantly absorbing. I love to receive information. And I know now, me receiving information, a lot of folks used to try and say I was a smart ass, a bookworm, a geek, all types of stuff. No, that was me purely being in my feminine energy. I started hiding my smarts because of how people were so intimidated by my brain. So I started dumbing myself down. I have completely stopped that. I don't do that. What I will do is shut something down that puts me too far in my masculine energy. So like my event, I had to shut that down. I was too far in my masculine energy. I built it with war energy, okay? Because there was so many people that was like trying to like sabotage me and doing all type of crazy stuff. So I was fueled on vengeance to make sure this party was a success, okay? But I had to shut that down because when I tell you I want to master my feminine side, I have mastered my masculine side my entire life. I was a boxer. I know I don't look like the type that would be a boxer. I was a boxer, a basketball player. I fought almost every day from my 10th grade year through my 11th grade year in high school. So I don't want to be in that energy no more. I don't. I watch my family fight each other. Like, it's been nothing but fight. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be in my soft, hot, feminine girl era. That's all I'm on. I want to be on peace and a beach. And that's it. Okay? So to be around a man who doesn't stick his chest out, and I loved how he turned to face me. That is key. Ladies, any man you are talking to, if they are looking at their phone, if they aren't paying you any attention, they looking the other way, they're not interested. They have one thing in mind. This man, I can honestly tell by the way he turned his chair to face me, he was very interested in my mind. I'm sure I'm probably look beautiful to him. I pride myself in looking amazing. If I don't look good to myself, I do not step out the house. I have to look good to me first. I felt like I looked good. Like, look, I'm in a Johnny Wise shirt. Like, I look breezy, airy, easy breezy, clean, cover girlish. Okay, that's how I feel. So I that's fine. I love when a man loves my mind, loves to talk, is not intimidated by my successes. I love that. Like, I stopped hiding all that. I used to hide all of that. I stopped all that. Because any man that is intimidated by your successes, that ain't the man for you. Let him go. I want the man that's like, babe can run a Fortune 500 for real. She don't have to. But if ever I need a co-president, my wife can do it. That's me. That's me. You know, you get the wife, you get the porn star, you get the, you know, the CEO, all wrapped up in one little cute package. Me. But all in all, today's date was fantastic. Now, I do have to tell you all about one of my coworkers asked me on a date for tonight. However, I'm so glad that I decided to run the questions off to him this morning. He did not bother to inform me that he has not moved out of the home that he shared with his wife. And he started the divorce. The divorce is not finished. I so nicely said to him this, and I'm telling you all this so in case you run into the same situation that I have, where a gentleman, great guy, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, stand-up guy, he's always there for his daughter, he's an amazing father, and we built a friendship over the last 3 years as we worked together. Amazing father, you could tell. And his wife didn't have to work, but he would come home, she wouldn't have no dishes clean, he had to come home cleaning, taking care of his daughter, all types of stuff. So he ready to leave her, but he hadn't done it yet, and he's asking me on a date. So what I said was, I am so sorry, but I apologize, but I have to respectfully decline your offer for dinner tonight, because I am a strong believer in not going on a date with a man who is still living under the same roof as his ex or soon to be ex. I totally am very flattered. I'm honored, but I have to respectfully decline. And he said that is totally understandable. I said, maybe we can pick it up, once you get the divorce done and you get settled into your new life, we can turn around and pick this up again at a later date. But I can't do it. It turns into so many other issues. The karma on that is crazy. You don't want to deal with the karma of a man who ain't fully left the situation, but he's, start trying to hold on to you. He has one foot in, one foot out. And then there's a huge chance that after you get attached, he don't leave. He don't never leave, or he go right back. So, ladies, word of advice, don't do it. Don't do it. Nip it in the bud. And always remember, this or someone better, okay? God always has something better. Always think of the analogy when there was a picture on social media where Jesus was asking the little girl, hey, give me the little bear. But she was so like, I don't know if I want to let go of this bear. But what she didn't know was he had an even bigger bear behind his back waiting to give to her. Give up the little bear. That is like I say that to myself all the time. When I realize, okay, I might be needing to give this up, I give up the little bear. The little bear gotta go. Now I throw the little bear. Look, I keep this little bear to remind me. My daughter bought me this for Valentine's Day. I keep it in my car to remind myself it's okay to give up the little bear. It's okay. Give up the little bear, ladies. Okay? Give up the little bear. Because God, as long as you hold faith, the universe, God will always bless you with better. I promise you. He will bless you with better. Better. I cannot. Let me tell you guys something. 13:31 on my clock as I said that. When I gave up my daughter's father, right? The type of men that I have been attracting has been phenomenal. I'm talking about when it comes time to choose, like, from the ones who probably are going to ask me to, be more exclusive, the choice will be hard. The choice will be hard. I will literally have to go off of my intuition to make the choice. I will not be able to go off of their status. I will not be able to go off of their intellect, because all the men that I have been attracting have been high value men. I will literally God is going to have to come down in a dream or something and say, hey, this one is your husband. Go with him. 14:14 as I said that. So I'm just letting you ladies know, give up the little bear, go on the coffee date, okay? Go on plenty of dates, go speed dating, have fun, make the process super fun. I have been having so much fun. I can't express to y'all how much fun I've been having. My coworker's little secret, I went to work on Sunday morning. Saturday night, I went home, finished doing my hair and everything. And Saturday morning, I just washed my face real good, put my cream on, my vitamin E oil, went into work, you know, did my normal lip routine, everything. Went into work. Everybody was like, what did you do last night? You are glowing. Because it was like a difference, I guess, between 24 hours. I hope they weren't trying to say I was ugly 24 hours prior, but no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But they was like, you're glowing, especially the men. They was like, you are glowing. Why did I tell a little while? I was like, oh yeah, I went on a date. Well, one of the guys I said that to because, and I just kept it going. I had to say that too because he asked for my number and then lost it and then had the audacity to ask for it again. Hint, hint, ladies, if you give a man your number and he loses it, don't give it to him again. Because a number is super light. It's super light on a piece of paper. And if you just typing it straight into a phone, there's no weight at all. So, I gotta take this call, ladies. Bye.